Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted something so deeply it kept you awake at night? Maybe it was success, love, peace, or financial freedom. And yet, no matter how hard you tried, it seemed just out of reach. Today, I'm here to tell you a truth that can change your life. You can get whatever you want, if you understand how the world and your mind work together. Getting what you want is not about luck or privilege. It's about clarity, belief, action, and persistence. Here's the formula: clarity of desire plus unshakable belief plus focused action plus patience equals results. Think of all the great achievers: Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk. None of them got where they are by chance. They got what they wanted because they made a decision, focused their energy, and didn't stop until it was real. You can too. But you must be willing to get uncomfortable, fail forward, and keep going even when no one claps for you. Because when your desire is bigger than your fear, nothing can stop you. So decide today, what do you really want? Write it down, feel it, see it. Then go after it like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Remember, you don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. Most people don't get what they want simply because they don't know what they want in the first place. They say things like, "I just want to be successful," or "I want to be rich." But those are vague desires, not clear goals. If you can't define what success or wealth specifically looks like for you, how will you know when you've achieved it? Clarity is the foundation of all achievement. When your goal is clear, your mind becomes focused like a laser. It filters out distractions and begins to notice opportunities that were invisible before. It's like entering a destination in a GPS. The route becomes obvious only when the end goal is crystal clear. Think about elite athletes, entrepreneurs, or creators. They don't operate in uncertainty. They have clear targets. They don't wake up wondering what they should do. Their vision guides their decisions, their time, and their energy. So ask yourself, what do I really want? Not what others expect from me, not what society says I should want, but what I deeply desire. Write it down in detail, feel it, describe it with emotion, deadlines, and measurement. The clearer the picture, the easier it becomes to chase. Your clarity becomes your fuel. It brings urgency, direction, and motivation. Without clarity, you're just busy. With clarity, you're purposeful. If you want to get whatever you want in life, the very first step, the one that separates dreamers from doers, is getting crystal clear on your destination. Don't skip this part. Define it, own it, speak it, live it. You can have the clearest goal in the world, but if you don't believe it's possible for you, you'll sabotage yourself before you even begin. Belief is more than positive thinking. It's the foundation of your mindset. It's the voice inside that says, "I can do this," even when the world tells you otherwise. Every major achievement in human history started with someone believing in something that didn't exist yet. But here's the truth. Your mind is always looking for evidence to support your beliefs. If you believe you're not good enough, not smart enough, not lucky enough, you'll find proof everywhere. That belief becomes your prison. But if you flip the script and start believing that what you want is possible, you open doors in your brain you didn't even know were there. You start thinking in solutions, not limitations. You start acting with courage, not hesitation. People often ask, "But what if I don't believe in myself?" The answer is simple: borrow belief. Look at others who started with nothing and made it. If they can, why not you? Read their stories. Study their failures. Let their courage light your fire until your own belief catches up. Belief isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. And you build it by doing small things daily that prove to your brain, "I am capable. I can grow. I can figure this out." Even when things get tough, and they will, your belief must remain stronger than your circumstances. That belief becomes your inner armor. It's what keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. No dream becomes reality without action. You can have clarity, and you can believe deeply, but if you don't move, nothing changes. The universe doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. You must be willing to take steps, even when they're uncomfortable, even when you're scared, even when you don't have all the answers. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And it's not about doing something once. It's about doing the right things consistently, over and over. Success isn't a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle of small, smart actions stacked daily. Most people wait for perfect conditions. They wait for motivation, for the right time, for more knowledge. But successful people, they start before they're ready. They understand that clarity grows through motion, that courage is developed by showing up, that momentum builds only when you keep moving. Even if your first steps are messy, even if they fail, they teach you more than any book or plan ever will. Every small step you take builds confidence, sharpens your vision, and expands your belief. It sends a signal to your mind that says, I'm serious about this. A relentless action means doing something every single day that moves you forward, even on the days you're tired, even on the days you feel like nothing's working. That daily movement is what separates achievers from dreamers. Action is proof of desire, so stop waiting for signs. Stop overthinking. Take the first step, then the next, and then another. Because when you keep showing up, keep pushing forward, and keep doing the work, the results have no choice but to show up. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's the path to success. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has failed, often and painfully, but what sets them apart is that they didn't stop. They didn't let failure define them. Instead, they used it to refine them. Most people fear failure. They avoid it, hide from it, or treat it like a sign they're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is feedback. It's a teacher. It shows you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. You don't need to get it perfect. You just need to get started, fail, learn, adjust, and move forward. That's how real growth happens. That's how champions are made, not in moments of glory, but in private moments of defeat, when they chose to get back up. When you fail forward, you remove the shame from the experience. You begin to understand that failure isn't personal. It's part of the process. You begin to trust the journey, even when it's messy. Think of a child learning to walk. They fall, stumble, bump into things, but they don't quit. They don't say, maybe walking isn't for me. They try again because instinctively they know falling is normal. It's only as adults that we've been conditioned to fear it. So if you want to get whatever you want in life, you must be willing to fail forward. Take bold steps, make mistakes, fall flat, and then rise stronger, wiser, and more prepared. Every failure you survive is a step closer to the goal. Not because it was easy, but because you refuse to let it stop you. If you can't see it in your mind, you'll never hold it in your hand. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for achieving your goals. Top athletes, elite performers, and world-class achievers all use it. Why? Because your brain doesn't fully distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize your goals clearly and repeatedly, your mind begins to believe it's possible, and eventually, it starts working to turn it into reality. When you visualize, you activate the reticular activating system in your brain. This is the part that filters information and brings your attention to the things that matter most. If you consistently visualize success, opportunities, people, ideas, and resources related to your goal will begin to appear, not because they weren't there before, but because now your brain is looking for them. But this isn't about wishful thinking or daydreaming. True visualization is intentional, it's emotional, it's done daily, with intensity and detail. Don't just picture your goal, feel it. What does it look like, sound like, smell like, feel like when you finally arrived? See yourself shaking hands in that big deal. Hear the applause at your book launch. Feel the wind hitting your face as you cross the marathon finish line. Make it so real in your mind that it becomes hard to imagine life without it. The more often you see yourself succeeding, the less room you leave for doubt. Visualization becomes your emotional rehearsal. So when you finally step into the moment in real life, it feels familiar. You've already been there in your mind. Most people wait until success comes to them to feel successful. But the truth is, you must feel it first, and the world will catch up later. Motivation is a great starting point, but it's not what gets you to the finish line. Consistency does. The truth is, motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, often based on your mood, energy, or circumstances. One day you feel like taking action, the next day you don't. If you rely only on motivation, your progress will be unpredictable. Like trying to build a house by showing up to the construction site only when you feel excited. But those who get what they want understand one crucial principle. Discipline beats motivation every time. It's not about doing big things occasionally. It's about doing small, important things every day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum is a force. It's what turns hard things into habits and goals into reality. Every drop of effort you apply consistently adds up like drops of water filling a jar. One day it overflows. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Even if you can't give 100% every day, give what you can, just don't break the chain. Missing one day doesn't ruin your path, but missing one day becomes 2, then 3, and suddenly the dream slips through your fingers. Create routines, build systems, set reminders, surround yourself with people and environments that support your progress. Make success easier to repeat. When your actions become habits, you no longer need to find the motivation. You just do the work because it's who you are now. Consistency is boring. It's not flashy, but it's powerful. And in a world full of people starting and stopping, quitting and restarting, you'll stand out by being the one who keeps showing up. This is the golden rule, the final piece that ties everything together. Never give up until you get it. Most people give up too soon. They start with excitement, hit a few roadblocks, feel discouraged, and then convince themselves, maybe it wasn't meant to be. But here's the truth. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to one thing: grit. The ability to keep going no matter what. The road to anything meaningful is never straight. It's filled with delays, detours, and disappointments. You will get rejected. You will be misunderstood. You will have days where nothing works, where everything feels like it's falling apart. And in those moments, the question is not how talented you are, but how committed you are. Persistence is power. It builds resilience. It teaches patience. It toughens your spirit. Every time you refuse to quit, you prove to yourself that your dream is stronger than your excuses. You may not see the progress day by day, but if you keep showing up, if you keep pushing forward, you will break through. Think of the bamboo tree. For years, you water it and see nothing, not even a sprout. But in the 5th year, it shoots up 80 feet in just weeks. Did it grow in weeks? No. It was growing underground all along. That's how your journey works too. If you stop now, you'll never know how close you were. But if you keep going, even crawling on the hard days, you create the opportunity for your breakthrough to happen. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will come. So make a promise to yourself. I will not quit until I win. That's the mindset that moves mountains, rewrites stories, and transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary ones.